Is he even Gavin? I asked Topaz, without the galactic bit that she added to his name. Already, this is turning out to be a worrying situation, and I can feel my stomach bubbling away as Topaz purses her lips together and then says that she doesn't know who he is. At this point, I ask Terrible Topaz if she's having a laugh. Topaz is not. Her face is as miserable as the abominable snowman's if he was in the desert. I don't understand what you mean. Gavin's nice, I mutter. In my head, the words I have just said sounded sharp. In reality, they flopped out of my mouth like marshmallow in front of a bonfire. Gavin is nice, though. At first, when Mum introduced him to us, I wasn't sure. He would try to smile at us and join in with conversations, even if Topaz wouldn't let him. Later on, Topaz would say to me that Galactic Gavin was trying too hard, and it was a bad thing. I wasn't sure how it could be a bad thing, as Mum always said trying hard at school was a good thing. But, bit by bit, Gavin kept trying. He made the day feel brighter if he was in it. It turned out Gavin was growing on me like a fungus growing on a tree in autumn. Mr. Spooner, my teacher, taught me about this. Now I'm used to Gavin visiting, and I enjoy talking about the stars with him. Sometimes he brings Topaz and me chocolate, our favourite kind because he found out what we like most in the world. And when he smiles at us, it reaches his amber-coloured eyes and they twinkle like Sirius, which is the brightest star in the sky. Terrible Topaz gingerly nibbles the edge of her apple like a little mouse, and then continues. You're being silly, Mabel Mint. Think about it. Not everyone is who they say they are. Some people are liars, including Galactic Gavin. Whoa! Someone tell my sister she is more mixed up than peanut butter and jam on toast. There's a kind of stunned silence before I insist. You're getting this confused. Gavin's not telling us lies. I like Gavin. Topaz wrinkles her nose, then says, Oh, Mabel, I'm not the one who's confused, and you might like Gavin, but it's clear you don't understand the games that men play. Like Monopoly or Cluedo. Turns out it's not the sort of games I'm thinking about. According to Topaz, it's the game of hurting someone and not letting them know you're hurting them, but if they did know, they'd be hurt. And I know all about this stuff because my romance books tells me. They're about love and falling out of love and hurting people. They're about triangles. I blink. I hate triangles. Mr. Spooner always talks about them in maths, and they confuse me. I don't get triangles at all. Topaz's jaw tightens. I'm talking about love triangles, not maths triangles. Galactic Gavin is in a love triangle, and he's a liar. Let me explain. I'm still confused, but I'm not sure I actually want an explanation. Topaz carries on regardless. So listen to this. Remember yesterday when we were walking home from school and I went off because I fancied a nice bun from Bread Pit? I nod. Well, Bread Pit happens to be beside Galactic Gavin's estate agency and I saw him leaving his office. That's hardly big news, I say, staring at some freckles on my arm like they're a dot of the stars. And if it was big news that you saw him leaving his office, then why didn't you tell me this last night? Well, there's more to it than Galactic Gavin just leaving work, and I needed time to think it over and consider how serious the situation was before passing on such sensitive information, says Topaz. She looks at me solemnly. It was a lot to take in. You forgot, I reply. Au contraire, Mabel Mint, replies Topaz, speaking as though she swallowed a French dictionary. I did not forget. It would be impossible to forget that a woman with a blonde ponytail appeared. Let's call her Blonde Ponytail Woman. And she met up with Galactic Gavin outside his estate agency and he hugged her. Topaz pauses, takes the breath of an Olympic diver and continues. The hug was big. She swings the apple core by its stem between her fingers. Blonde Ponytail Woman was wearing a giant coat that looked like she was wrapped in a duvet, and she and Galactic Gavin walked off down the road together. Back up, hold your horses.